Oh, hi. I have an audience. So, alright, let's do this. I know. Alright, guys. How is everybody doing? It is still Saturday. It is the 12th of March, 2022. And I have a very nice fire going here. It feels awesome. It is about 16 degrees outside. It is snowing again. So I'm like, one of those days where you just kind of go, alright, that's enough of that. I was freezing when I made my first video. I was like, that was a little too cold. I'm so beyond done with winter. Alright, so I wanted to talk to you about something, and I think that this is something that I think a lot of people need to think about. I think this is something that people need to hear. What I try to do with life, and I just kind of want to share what my philosophy is, and just like an exercise for you guys. What I always ask people is this: where do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you see yourself doing? And how are you going to make that happen, right? So, you have to... I'll give you an example. When we bought this property here, and if you go back and you watch the old videos, when we first bought this property, we bought it about 8 years ago, I think, something in that range. And we've lived here full-time for 7 years. And June would actually start the 8th year of living here full-time. So, basically going back 8-9 years ago. And my mom had gone with me when I was looking for property, and so we saw this place here, and it was it was a rutted, muddy dirt road in. It had the shop. There was 3 crappy campers on the property, and we looked at the property, and then we went down and we looked at another property just down the road. And I said to my mom at the time, I said, you know what? I said, that property, I said, I could see the potential of what that could be. And she goes, you know, I was looking at that too, and I see the same thing. She says, it could be pretty awesome, you know, if you get it squared away. And I said, I agree. So when I told the real estate lady that I wanted to buy this property, she looked at me like I was out of my mind. But I knew what this could be. I had the visual in my mind, you know, in the potential of the property. And that's one of those things that you have to have. You have to be able to look at something and say, okay, what can this turn into? What can I do with this project? Or what do I want to accomplish here? And so you have to visualize things. You have to put things in motion. You have to make decisions on what you want. I mean, if you are in a job that you hate, all right, I'm going to give you another example, okay? I would say, before I retired, the last couple of years in nursing, I began to hate my job. The burnout rate in nursing is so ridiculously high. The only way I would go back now, honestly, would be under my own conditions. I would never go back into a facility. That I would never do. I would do agency work, do one-on-one type of care if I was going to go back into nursing. But the problem was that last couple of years that I was working as a nurse, I got to a point where I was completely burnt out. I was just so tired of the grind. You know, you had to work every other weekend. You know, you had, you know, to work so many holidays a year, which I didn't really care about that part of it that much. But, you know, it was just, to go on vacation, you know, you have to ask permission to do what you want to do and stuff. And I just got, like I said, the whole grind of it, all of it, just got very tiring. So like the last couple of years before I did retire, it was just, I just didn't want to do it anymore. I was just like, I'm so burnt and I'm so done. Now, I do maintain my nursing license because you never know. You have to be smart at the same time. You know what I mean? You can't just say, okay, I'm done with that. I'm never doing that again. You never say never because you never know. So that's a thing. But the game plan is never to do it again. So that's I will put that out there. I do miss the patients. I love my patients. I had a great relationship with a lot of people through the years. So, you know, that makes a difference too. But again, you have to look at your situation and decide, is this what I want to continue to do? Do I want to do something different? What is my plan? What is my goal? What do I want to do? Now, obviously, when you have children or you have a spouse, that all has to be taken into consideration as well. I'll tell you right now, if it wasn't for the kids, I definitely would have been out of, you know, nursing way before then. But I had to support my family. I had to do what I had to do. But if you never take chances, nothing is ever going to change. And that's one of the things I kind of wanted to share with you guys. It's like, you know, life is so short, and it can be very, very stressful. It can be wonderful. It can be joyous. There's a lot of pain with life. You lose people that you love. You fall in love with somebody, and then, you know, down the road, maybe it doesn't work out, and that's very hard to deal with, and you have those scars and that baggage that you carry along with you, and we all do. I mean, we all do. You know, but you just have to, you have to drive on. You have to drive on. I mean, life is so short. It is, to me, to be miserable it's just not worth that wasted energy. So, you know, I was fortunate enough that, you know, I started doing this a long time ago, and you know, I found my passion with this, and I love doing this, and I really do enjoy it. And, you know, with going forward, and I know I've talked a lot about my new project and what we're going to be doing and stuff, so I'm not going to rehash that now, but I'm excited for that next chapter, for that next adventure, and to see what I can turn that property in West Virginia to. So that's part of it for me, is getting to that point and saying, okay, what am I going to do? What do I want to accomplish? And where do I want to go? Where do I see myself a year from now, 6 months from now, 2 years from now, in taking all that into consideration, making decisions that you need to do, making the changes that you need to make those things happen. So I want to, it's more, this video is more of a friendly reminder to people that realistically your life is yours. Now, obviously we all have responsibilities, and I get it, I understand that, but if you are not doing what makes you happy, and you are just grinding it out, sit down, make a plan, decide, what am I going to do different, what am I going to change? Because if you just stay in that same grind, in that, just that tension and that stress, you know, and if you have an end date in sight, okay, I can do this for another year. A friend of mine's getting ready, wants to retire. He could retire next year, may push it out another year, right? But he's at that point where he's ready for that change. And, you know, he's got to make the decision for himself. You know, once you reach that point where, you know, you're done, you're done. I know that's how I've always been. When I've had enough, I'm done. I'm forget about it. I'm out. You know. So those things are definitely things that happen. It's a mindset. It's how you feel, where you want to be, what you want to do, those type of things. So you have to make those decisions. But you know, like I said again, life is too short to be unhappy. You know, I've talked to a lot of, you know, I've dealt with a lot of elderly people through the years in nursing, and one of the biggest things that I took away from it, guys, and this is advice I want to give to anybody younger, or actually anybody watching. You know, your health is so important. Your health is, there is no guarantees with your health either. We just never know what's going to happen in life. Things are going to come up. Things are going to happen. But I talked to this one couple one time, and the husband said to me, he said, you know what, Ed, we saved our whole life. We sacrificed. We had all these plans that once we retired, we were going to do this, we were going to do that, we were going to go here, we were going to do this. He said, then my wife got sick. And all that money that we saved up all those years and not taking vacations and not doing anything, that all went to her care. It is that insurance companies ate that up. And he said, so he goes, I wasted my life and I didn't enjoy my life. And so the one thing I want to tell people is, while you have your health, while you can do things, make those vacations, take those day trips, take a weekend trip, make those memories with your children. You don't have to go down to freaking Disneyland. Everybody's got something in their head about Disneyland. It's so overpriced and so overexpensive. You can take a day trip, plan a day trip, go see Howe Caverns, go see the Grand Canyon, go see different the Niagara Falls. Go see those things out there that are there. You know, make those plans, make those trips. It's just like last year, you know, when my buddy and I went out to Sturgis. We drove our motorcycles out last year to Sturgis. You know, I don't know if I'll ever do it again. I hope I do. I really do. I hope I do. It was an awesome experience. We had a freaking absolutely awesome time. You know, having a buddy to ride with and you know, and just talk BS to each other and just, you know, but, you know, putting in long days and riding hard and doing those things, it was good. It was really, really good. And, but it's like, those are memories that you can't take away. So if I had said, well, listen, I'm going to wait another 10 or 12 years before I do anything, and then 10 or 12 years down the road I could get sick and now I'm incapacitated and I can't ride anymore, which I hope that never happens, but you just never know. There is no guarantees of anything. So take the reins, take your life back into control. Don't let other people control you. You know, that's another thing too. You know, you deserve respect. Everybody deserves respect. So when you have, and we've all had it, guys, bosses that talk down to you, they belittle you, they treat you like you're a piece of crap. Every one of us, I don't care who's watching this video, if you've worked a job at some point in your life, you have dealt with that. And it always comes down to, when is enough enough? How much crap can you eat? And I've always been that type of person. I will take it for just so long, and then once I've made up my mind, done. You know, so I've quit a lot of jobs, you know, through my life, and but that's okay, because opportunity, one door closes, a new one opens. Opportunities are out there, but if you never take any chances, ever, nothing's ever going to change for you. So I want you guys to, you know, look at your lives, look at your situations. Are you happy? And if you are, good, that's great, that's awesome. But a lot of people are not happy. What plan are you putting into place to make a change? What are you going to do different? And that's what you need to do. Those are the plans you need to put into place. Because you don't want to cut your nose off to spite your face. I've done that plenty of times as well. I'll be honest with you. It happens. You know, pride, you know, and all those type of things, they come into effect. But, you know, it just, when you have more responsibilities as you get older and you have children and stuff, everything changes. So you can't be so prideful and spiteful and like, I'm not taking this crap. You have to eat a lot of humble pie, and it's not an easy thing to do. But if you got a game plan and you put that game plan into motion, you know, that's what we did with, you know, like with my situation. I was working myself to death, and I didn't want to work myself to death anymore. So I changed my whole thing. Everything changed. And it was dramatic, and it was tough, and it was not easy at first, but it got better, and it continues to get better, and it will continue to get better. Your attitude is a big part of that. So just kind of a pep talk, this video. I hope that you enjoyed this. Just wanted to share this with you and get your thoughts on it and see what you guys have to say. If you think I'm full of crap, tell me I'm full of crap. But if you take anything out of this, I hope what you take out of it is, you know, life is short. Make sure you make those memories with your children, with the people that you love, or by yourself. Just get out, go do things. You'll have those no matter what. And that's important. Okay? So anyway, guys, I am getting roasted now. I'll be honest with you. This is very, very warm. Beautiful, but very warm. So I'm going to jump off of here. Remember, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that out, we're going to be in much, much better shape. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that can hold you back and stop you from achieving those goals is you. That's it. Nobody else, okay? So, anyway, I hope everybody has a great rest of your weekend. I will see you all tomorrow. I'll be live streaming tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So I look forward to seeing you then. All right, I'll talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.